You're an entrepreneur, and you make vital decisions that hopefully blossom into a business. You're the savvy, out-of-the-box risk taker who believes wholeheartedly in the process of innovation. Innovation that will change the world. This is CEO Chat with Gresham Harkless, and you're about to embark on a journey through the awesome world of business. Gresham is the epitome of drive and desire as he works to help support small businesses and entrepreneurship. And you're about to learn from this entrepreneur how you can improve your odds of success in the business world. Welcoming the host of CEO Chat, here's Gresham Harkless.
All right. Hello. This is Gresh from the I Am CEO podcast in Blue 16 Media, and I have a fantastic guest with us today. I have Jasmine Price of M&D Cleaning.
Yes.
Jasmine, excited to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're doing so many phenomenal things, so super excited to have you on the show and hear a little bit more about your rise, all the awesome things that you were doing. I know we were talking a little bit offline, so I hope we get to talk a little bit more about the inauguration cleaning, all the awesome things you've been able to do. And of course, super excited to be here at Intelligent Office in Alexandria, Virginia. They're hosting us for this podcast. But
love Intelligent Office.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yes, they do phenomenal things, and I know that's what brought us together too. But I guess to kick everything off, I wanted to rewind the clock, hear a little bit more on how you got started, what I call your CEO story.
Okay. How did I get started with M&D Cleaning Service? M&D Cleaning Service really was just an idea I came up with to help people and also just to get an extra flow of money, flow of cash, and it kind of just literally just kind of grew from there. I've seen the impact on the community, helping people with employment and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started taking off with it. I really didn't think it was going to take off the way it took off. I just was trying to keep myself just busy and just busy, really. Optimistic on trying to do something a little different. And I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like, that was number one.
Mm-hmm.
I started as a massage therapist.
Okay.
So I was like, I always knew I kind of wanted to do my own thing to like extend, and it just kind of grew from there.
Yeah, well, no, it's kind of great to hear, you're doing so many phenomenal things, and to hear like how it started about you always wanting to have that kind of seed planted and wanting to do your own thing and just kind of running, with that. How was the massage business, and do you think that helped you in terms of your cleaning business and being able to kind of transition from there?
Oh, definitely. I love the massage business. It was awesome. I did that for about 4 years. It's still a passion of mine. From the massage business, I started a mobile, it was like a mobile spa. So we used to do like pop-up shops.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So
different shows and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
It was so nice. Like, we did like bridal showers, parties, bachelorette parties, like pamper parties. And it was just awesome to be able to connect with other like women and to build a business, and also just to really try to bring people together to make money. And that was the goal. So I had like a nail tech, makeup artist, and we would come in and like pamper the ladies and get them ready for their day or whatever it was. And it was just so fulfilling, for them to get pampered and see them like relaxed and happy and enjoying their friends. So I've always kind of been in the business of customer service. So I just kind of, focused on that, and it just kind of grew from there. So the cleaning business, it was a super easy transition. You know, you're helping people, so it just all worked out.
Yeah, I love that. And I think so many times we forget about in business, like when we're figuring out what our products and services are, and, you know, our name and our logo, our color, all those things that we do, our finance, all those things, we sometimes forget about like the actual people that we're serving. So
Exactly.
I love how that's kind of front and foremost in everything that you do.
Yeah, I started working at a very young age. My first job was in customer service. It was actually at Bed Bath & Beyond. And I was about 15, 16 years old, and that was number one, customer service. Like, they installed it into us on so many different levels.
Right.
So by the time I was about 17, I was the customer service manager. So I was running the front, and, you know, because I understood the business, you know. So once you understand the customer is just always right,
yeah,
I mean, you'll be okay. Yeah. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. And that's what happens when you run a business.
Yeah.
So our customers are our priority.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that, because I don't know if you found this exact same thing where a lot of times there's this perception when you're not running your business that if you jump into running your business, you're going to be your own boss. You know, you're not going to have to answer to anybody. But the reality is that you don't just have one boss. Now you have a lot of bosses. Here's all your clients.
Now I have hundreds of bosses. Exactly. I went from one to hundreds of bosses, and I don't want to piss any one of them off. So,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but I know that it makes so much sense, because everything has to be, you know, particular on how they want things. You have to understand. And I love that customer service background, because it's not just sometimes providing the service. I imagine it's probably also adding that customer service feel of, like, you know, even when you go to a hotel and, you know, you walk in and they clean up and then they have the little mint on your pillow. Just those little small things go a long way.
It's the details.
Is it?
It's the details. It's the communication. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a variety of things. But, you know, customer service, like, that's the umbrella of it all. You know, if you have those basic, like, foundations, you'll be good to go. I mean, you need those. You need the foundation. Mm-hmm. And if you got it, you can do whatever business you want to do. I really believe that.
Yeah. I say that so many times you forget about, like, the human aspect of business. And I love that you have that foundation, because just as you said, whether it's the massage business that you were able to do for, I think you said 4 or 5 years, or obviously the cleaning business you've been doing for, I think, 10 years.
Yes, I've been doing it for a while now.
Yes. Yeah. So I think once you have that foundation, you know people, you know how to serve them, the customers first, then you can really take things off from there.
Yes.
So
for sure.
Absolutely. So I wanted to drill down a little bit more, hear a little bit more on how you're serving your clients. Could you take us through the services that you're providing?
Sure. So we offer commercial and residential cleaning. So we do post-construction cleaning, move-out services. We offer recurring cleanings. So we offer a variety of services. We have a website. You go on there, you pick what you need, what you're looking for. If you don't see it or you have any questions, just give us a call. But we do offer an array of services. Our most popular services are our housekeeping and our janitorial services.
Okay.
Yeah, so we serve a lot of businesses and in the area with keeping their offices clean, their businesses, their restaurants, just a variety of things. Hotel cleaning, we do a lot of different things. Okay. We just did a turnover cleaning for the college of the University of Maryland.
Okay.
So yeah, we had a turnover their off-campus dorms. I think we did like 700-800 dorms. Oh, yeah, wow. It was crazy, but it was a good experience. So
yeah, I imagine. So I'm not even familiar with that turnover, and I'm thinking back to me going to college. That, you know, you just walk into your dorm. You walk into your dorm to clean. It doesn't start like that, right?
Yeah, it does not start like that. Yeah, we gotta flip it. So yeah, we go in and we turn over the whole dorm. We do the cleaning of the kitchens, the bathrooms. We do trash removal if needed, carpet cleaning. So it's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And sometimes you don't think about all those things. Like again, you just show up the day of with all your stuff and it's clean. You just assume that is the way that it always is.
Right?
Exactly. We know what assuming does, right?
Yes.
Exactly. So I love that. And you said that you also do the janitorial services as well too. Is that for like the commercial? Okay. Can you take us through what
yeah. So that's commercial. We have commercial cleaning. We have a variety of clients from offices here in Old Town, from like doctors' offices. We have all different types of different things. School buildings that we service. And basically for the janitorial cleaning, it's normally on a daily basis. Come in, pull trash, vacuum, sanitize, disinfect on a daily basis. And that's more of a what's the word for it? That's more just to keep, the germs controlled, so we can make sure
that it doesn't get out of hand.
Exactly. The offices are getting clean. Okay. Nobody's passing anything back and forth while you're, so you can have that level of comfortability.
Yeah.
Coming back into the office.
Yeah. And that's what, it made me think a lot around, I imagine, love to hear more about, especially around COVID. I can't imagine like what that was, but I imagine as people have gone back or starting to go back, they just started to really think about like, do I have that security? Do I have that safety? Are things going to be clean? And I imagine that's where a lot of the great work that you all do helps out in terms of doing that. So was that something that you saw that is kind of different during COVID, kind of the same, or just like more communication? What happened, I guess, in that time?
Yeah, COVID was very interesting. And of course, it was a first for everyone. So it was very unpredictable. So when we first entered COVID, everything was completely shut down. So the work completely stopped for us. And then slowly, once everything started to open back up, it just got crazy. So everybody wanted everything clean, sanitized. Oh my goodness, fog. During COVID, the viral sanitation fog was a big thing. So we were super busy with that. And now, since everybody's really coming back to the offices, I'll say this past year, really, offices have been calling us crazy. Office cleaning has been very, very popular because everybody wants to get back on the schedule. So it's been good for us. It's a good business. It's very needed. I think people kind of pass over the cleaning at times, but it's very essential to have your business clean on a daily basis. And it's something that your customers look at, different things. Like I always tell you, business owners, like people are like they'll catch the eye. So if you got different things like heavy spots or
cobwebs,
smells, like it really throws the average person off. So I'm like, this is like the basics. So you got to get the basics done on the daily.
Yeah, I love that you said that, and I talked about building that foundation. You having that customer service as your foundation, but in much the same way, like the businesses, they have to have that foundation. And like you said, I never really thought of that being like a brand piece. But I imagine if I walk into, especially a restaurant, and things don't look exactly as clean as I think that they should be, I'm probably not necessarily going to buy that business. I'm not going to buy the food. I might not even want to eat that food because that speaks to the brand. Like they're not taking care of those essential things. They're not taking care of those basic things. And if they can't take care of that, then who knows what the food or, the whatever I buy there is going to look like. So I appreciate you mentioning that.
Yes, the sanitation is very important. It's very important when you're running any business, and call us to get it right. A lot of businesses try to cut corners for getting their employees to do the cleaning, and it's great. You have to do what you have to do, but to ensure that you're getting that deep cleaning, hire a professional.
Yeah.
Just hire the professionals. We're here to get it out the way.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I feel like that's even what brought us here, an intelligent office is like kind of knowing like those quote unquote back end things are kind of taken care of. And a lot of times we do that by making sure that we lean on the people that are really great at what they do. And I think you also have had that experience with intelligent office, if I'm correct, where, there's so many things in the business. And, we, of course, sometimes when we walk into the business and start the business, we think that we're going to do all the things, but it starts to come realization that you can't juggle all the balls.
Intelligent office helps me out so much, from answering our phones when we're too busy, handling our mail. I mean, it's just an array of things that they offer, and they're reliable, reasonable. The office staff is wonderful. I love them. And I wouldn't be here with you without knowing them. And
same here.
Yeah, like the networking circle that they bring to you by you coming to them. I have been really developing so much within the past year, from networking with, different people just coming in and out the office, asking questions, or people asking me questions, different things. I mean, it's essential to have that group of business-minded people to play off of. Different things. I mean, I've improved and changed so many things over the year to make my business better, to stand out, to have a better process of different things, from my front office to my back office to my team on the field, to learning how to communicate with my team in the office, So it's been a great experience for me. And I tell anyone, hey, you need help, you need an address, need someone to answer your phones, intelligent office.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. And I think that, what you said, the reliability is huge. And I think especially in business, when you're juggling so many things and you're nonstop putting out fires because things are always happening, you want to be able to have that reliability, a team that you can kind of lean on, which is why I love that, for lack of a better term, it seems like a partnership where you're able to kind of, build your business, you're able to develop, grow, go on the journey that you need in your business. And you don't have to worry about those things, the phone calls that you talked about. I imagine, getting mail and things like that. All those things set up are great.
They're so detailed. Like whatever you want them to do, like they'll do it. Like if you want them to ask questions before they transfer to you, or you want them to the answer machine, whatever you need, they'll do it, and it works. So it's been a great experience. I think I've been partnering with Intelligent Office for, I think it's almost 2 years now. Wow. Yeah, it's been great. Yeah. It's been great.
Do you see, or even, I don't know if you hear this from your clients, like when, you get that phone call, because I imagine they call you and say, hey, we have so-and-so on the line. Do the clients themselves notice like there's any type of, do they notice that, I guess it's intelligent office, like it's not actually a part or extension of your team?
No, they have no idea. Okay. They have no idea. They call our number. Hi, this is M&D Cleaning Service. Mm-hmm. How can we help you? They'll ask them whatever question is, and if they can't answer the question, then they transfer the call to us.
Got it. Okay.
And it works because I'm busy. I'm doing walkthroughs. I have my cleaners out there doing their thing. And sometimes I just can't get to the phone fast enough, but I don't want to miss the sale or the customer or the question or whatever it is, the concern. So it's very helpful, especially when you're when you're really trying to develop a business, and I'm like right in the middle. So to be able to hand that off is just, I'm like, okay, good. Yeah, or if you're not feeling well or anything, like I don't have to turn my phones off. I can just keep them transferred, or I can, if I don't have anyone available to answer the phone, so it just works out. Yeah. It works out perfectly.
Yeah, I appreciate you mentioning that, because I think that sometimes when we think of ourselves in business, it's almost like machines, like you keep going. But just like everybody else, we have times where we're super efficient and not efficient, tired, sick, whatever happens. But again, to be able to have a team that you can kind of lean on, helps out so much. And I think, like you said so well, like, as there's so many things to do in the business, but in order to kind of grow the business, you can't get trapped in the business. Exactly. So as you're getting those phone calls taken care of, I imagine that allows you more opportunity to do the networking, to go out and promote the business, talk about all those things that if you weren't doing that, if you didn't have them, then you probably would have to be answering those phone calls. So it kind of frees you up, I imagine.
It definitely does. It gives me a lot of time to focus on different things like proposals, following up with clients, ensuring that my cleaners are doing what they're supposed to be doing, being able to do my pop-up site visits, different things like that, it's hard to juggle when you're trying to answer the phone 24/7. You need to be at a computer booking the appointments or scheduling different things. So it just works out. It really does. I love them and so happy I found them. And just like I said, I refer them to everyone. I'm like, hold up, who's answering your phones? What do you mean you don't have a business address? Like, hold up, no. We have to get it together. Like, we have to get it right. It's 2024 is coming. We gotta clean it up and get it right.
Yeah, clean it up, pun intended. It's like we talked about, like, there you go with the whole cleaning. Like, that becomes part of your brand. Same way, you call a business and they don't answer. They don't call you, give you a phone call back. All those things. That's opportunity. Like you said, whether it is somebody that's a new client, maybe a new client, or even a client that has an issue. I think by you showing good customer service, that opens up that opportunity. It's like, hey, everything doesn't always go perfectly, but I know if something goes wrong, I can reach out to them and they're there. So having them there to answer calls helped a lot.
And that's the number one reason why we get calls looking for a new service. Hey, we're looking for a new commercial cleaning service or whatever, janitorial service. And that's their big thing, is when I call, no one answers, or the response time, or, so it's that communication that we give to our clients. Like that's like number one. Even if there is an issue, let's talk about it. Let me let you guys know what's going on. So that's the big thing. Communication, following up. I mean, answering the phone. Your business. You have to get that. You have to answer that phone.
Pick up the phone.
You gotta answer the phone. Your business. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's not so much. I always say, like, business owners and entrepreneurs, we end up being like part-time, like firefighter, because there's always something that happens, always something you have to put out. But again, I think it goes so much farther if something happens and you're able to say, hey, have intelligent office or a team like that answer your phone calls, or you're able to kind of just return those calls and say, hey, we're listening to you, hear what you're saying. We're going to work on that. We're going to fix whatever it might be. Being there is ultimately one of the biggest things. So I wanted to drill down a little bit more. You mentioned the word networking, and I know part of the reason that we're connected is because of networking, because of Intelligent Office and the people there and being in networking groups and things like that. How has that helped out your business, and what kind of advice or tips have you seen that has really helped you to kind of take it to the next level?
Ooh, oh my goodness. Networking. It has been very beneficial to me personally. Personally in my business development, just being able to have that circle of people to ask questions to, play off of. I mean, you learn so much, and it doesn't have to be the exact same business. You can take things from everyone a little bit and tweak it and make it your own. And that's what I love about networking, because you never know who you're going to meet. And I've met so many amazing people that typically I might not, would kind of be drawn to. It's been so beneficial because it makes you look not at the cover, you kind of really look at life a little differently, because you really start to value all those connections, because you never know how far it's going to take you, and it's been great. I love BNI. I'm a part of the BNI chapter here. Cameron Breakfast. We meet every Tuesday at 7:30. We have a good time, and there's so many wonderful business owners that I learn from every week. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. It's good because you feel a part of something. Being a business owner is not always glitz and glam. You have your seasons where everything is not everything, to be quite frank, it can be depressing sometimes, but to be able to come in those rooms on a weekly basis, you never know who needs something, and then you see these people just working hard, grinding, hustling. It puts an extra little fire in your back. It's okay, it gives me a little bit more to push forward. I just need a little bit more fuel and I'll do it, just to get through the week or different things. It really helps out. Or just any type of networking. For me, it makes me feel good. It's good to know that other people are here trying to do what I'm trying to do. And that's expand my network, expand my business, make more money, and help others. Because we meeting so many people that now I'm able to connect other people when I hear of a need or somebody is looking for this, that, and oh, really? Oh, let me help you out. Let me find my phone. Oh, I know somebody. You know what I'm saying? So we help each other by coming together.
Right. Yeah, I think it's what it is. That I think it's like an African proverb. You can go so much far by going together. And even, I love hearing the seed of that, with the pop-up that you were talking about, bringing all the different businesses and organizations together. And it starts to create a new reality when you're in that environment. And as alumni, I think I call myself alumni of the chapter.
Alumni. I like that.
It's a really great experience. I can't sing my praises enough about BNI and just how that has helped me as a business. Because when I first started my business, I didn't know anything. And being in that room, as you said, with people that were further along, that were grinding.
It can be intimidating.
It could be intimidating.
The first, yeah, of course. The first time I came out, I'm like, wait, do I belong here? I was like, whoa, like they're doing some really big things, you know, like they have a lot going on, you know, and I was still trying to figure it out, different things, processes. I mean, but then you come in the room where people are so open and sharing different things, and you know they're doing their keynotes and different things, and you're like learning about different type of like application and websites, and I'm like, hold up, let me write this down. I can use this, you know, different things. So I mean, it's great. I mean, just to talk and be able to share what you do, you never know what someone is needing help with. Something I think is simple, someone else might not even thought of. You know, and that when you do that and you bring it together, it's like, oh wow, like, okay, now we're coming together. We're getting it together. The puzzle is, you know, I see the puzzle now. I see the picture, like I see it. You know, so, and it is great because now it's like, if I have a question or like kind of like uncertain about something, I have 20 plus other people to ask. You know, so it's amazing. But yeah, it's been great. It's been great. Intelligent Office has been great because they actually introduced me to the BNI chapter. Yeah, I was Intelligent Office. They offer conference rentals and office spaces. So I would come in to do my interviews and different things for my cleaners. So that's how I got, you know, talking and speaking with them and just learning about all the things that they're doing to grow their business. And it just trickled down.
That makes sense. It's awesome how those things work. It just ends up being a lot of times like a hub, because that's even what we have, you know, right here, just that opportunity to be able to kind of, you never know who you come across, and you never know what experience, knowledge, connections, whatever that other person might have. And that's why I love, you know, I love obviously the networking that happens in, you know, structured way, but I think also the organic part where you have a bunch of business owners that are using the services here. We're in a conference room right now, and you never know who and what type of business somebody has that you're walking out at the same time, picking up your mail at the same time, getting the same phone call, whatever that might be. So I think that provides a really great opportunity when you're connected to that hub and kind of dialed in.
Definitely, for sure. Yes.
Awesome. So I wanted to hear if there was anything else that you might consider like really great advice that you might want to, you know, let the listeners, the readers to know about, you know, business in general, your business, or anything additional.
Just don't give up. It can be tough when I won't even say when you're first starting out. It's always tough. Okay. Just push through. Hard work will always win. Just give everything your best and your all. I don't believe in shortcuts. If you see me on a cleaning, I'm getting dirty. Hard work, that will always win.
I love it. And I think so many times where I had somebody on the show and they said, you know, sometimes the biggest hack, the biggest quote unquote shortcut that you have is put in another hour. Put in another hour of work, and like you said, you roll up your sleeves, you do the work. Not only does that help out, I think, as far as going farther as a business, but I think that also sets a great example as a great sign of leadership as well, too, for the team. If they know that our leader, the person that's the CEO, the owner, the founder, whatever it is actually rolling up their sleeves, then I think that helps everybody to be more bought into the mission as well, too.
Yeah, it's not about being a boss, it's about being a leader. And you can't be a leader without showing people how to lead. That's the biggest thing. And I always try to do my best at all times. Like I tell my client, like, just do your best. No slacking. I mean, we got time to slack, not now. Like it's no slacking. It's gas, no brakes. Stay focused, get your hustle on, and everything's gonna work out.
Yeah, absolutely. So truly appreciate that, Jasmine. So before we pop off, I gotta hear about what we were talking about before we hit the record button. Tell me about this inauguration event.
Yes.
Talking about hustle, talking about gas, no break. You had a really great opportunity. She posted loads of stuff on social media. So you had to tell us a little bit more about that experience and how you got it and what that ended up being.
Oh, okay. So the inauguration of 2017.
The presidential
inauguration. I was awarded the contract for the media hub. That was my first real contract. And it was awesome. So we actually were doing some marketing for the first time on Yelp.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the first time we were doing Yelp, so it was a while ago. And they gave us a call to provide janitorial services for the media, which was your
CNN,
Fox News, and Fox News, everybody. So we were down there for the whole week. It was pretty much the duration of the inauguration, just like cleaning up, pulling trash. It was a good experience. It was great. We had to go through the what was it called? The little security and different things. I was like, oh, so it was awesome. It was a great experience. I learned a lot. I learned to be super detailed. I think like the last day we ran out like trash bags, which normally wouldn't be too big of an issue, but during the inauguration, when all the streets are blocked off, it became a big issue.
You can't go down to Walmart.
I couldn't get down the street. I couldn't get down the block. I couldn't get out the.
Yeah.
So I mean, I had so many lessons learned, and that was oh my goodness, 2017. How long was that now? That time flies.
Yeah, 6 years.
Time flies. Yes, we have improved drastically, but to be able to get that contract, I will tell you, my confidence level was on another planet. I was like, okay, if I can get this high security contract, it's up from here. Like I was like, okay. And actually at the time I was still working full time for the government. I was a contractor. And after that I was like, okay, let me put my resignation in. This is what I want to do. I was like, if I can do this on this level and keep everybody together. I mean, we had multiple cleaners working at one time. I think that was like the first time I really had a staff working nonstop. So to be able to put that together, my confidence was like, okay, I can really do this. Like, you know, it's like you're always at that unsure mark. But once you get it, you're like, okay, I got it. You know, I got it. I can do this. You know, and it's just about just believe in yourself. And I needed that confidence, and I'm so happy that I got it early on, even though the check was nice, but getting that pushed, kind of off the break on the commercial end of it, it just kind of made my fears kind of go away. You understand that things happen, but push through like everybody else is doing. I mean, nobody's perfect. You just gotta push through, learn, adapt, pivot, and that's that.
Yeah, I love that, and especially I can imagine for the media people, they're working 24/7 anyway. So I imagine just being around in that environment and cleaning up for that specific area had to be crazy.
Networking with them and talking and speaking. I mean, oh my gosh, they poured into me so much. It was just so many people that were like jaw drop when they found out I was the owner, because I was always there working and had my staff, and they were like what? She's the owner? And I will never forget this. One of the security ladies, she was so sweet. She started calling me and one of my cleaners at the time, Oprah and Gail. Because we were like playing off each other, and I mean, we were just working so hard together. And so, Oprah and Gail. And then the last day of the inauguration, who walks in? Gail. So,
oh, really?
So the security guard, that was the first thing she said. She's like, I've been calling these girls Oprah and Gail the whole time. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, this is crazy. But it was amazing. It was a great experience. I'm so grateful that I was able to do that and experience that. I mean, we had to order all types of things that I never had to order, like hand sanitizer pumps. I mean, it was like 30, 40 of them. We tracked the big old trash cans, like 20, 30 trash cans. I've never had a contract that had required me to do, those things. So it's always great when you have a challenge and you look back in hindsight, like, I crushed it. Right. Now I know how to move forward with another contract or another, like, I don't have those problems now. Hey, I know where to get the trash can. I know where to get the hand sanitizers, the hand sanitizer pumps, the machines, different things like that. So you just live and you learn, and it's great.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear, especially how like transformational that was. I think I'm a big sports guy, so I always think about, I used to play basketball growing up, and you continue to shoot your shots, continue to practice, do the things over and over again. But then when you're in a game and you hit that shot, when you had that experience where you've been doing your business and then you had that opportunity and you crushed that opportunity. And I love that you mentioned that everything didn't go perfectly either. You had to adjust, you had to go through those, because that's how life goes. That's how business definitely goes. But you still were able to kind of persevere and you gained your confidence from there. So absolutely love that, Jasmine. And so I wanted to kind of close everything off by just hearing a little bit more on how people can get a hold of you, find out about all the awesome things you and your team are working on.
Okay, great. So if you want to get in touch with me, I am on Instagram at M&D Cleaning Service, DMV. And we're also on the web, www.mndcleaningservice.com. Any questions, concern, anything, you have a question, you have a business, you just want to, throw around some questions, I'll be happy to answer as best of my ability.
Awesome. And I know we're located here in Virginia, so I'm just assuming, but you cover the DC, Maryland, and Virginia areas?
I do.
Okay.
I do, yeah. We do PG County to Lorton, entire DC. Yeah,
Entire
so we
DC?
go around. Yeah.
Okay, that's the edges. Okay, perfect. So, of course, we're going to have the links and information in the show notes as well, too, so that you can get a hold of Jasmine, hear about any more awesome cleaning experiences that she has, find out, of course, about the awesomeness that is Intelligent Office that we get to record here as well. And, of course, if you need any cleaning services. So, Jasmine, appreciate you for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you, too.
Yeah, thank
awesome.
you.
Have a phenomenal rest of the day.
Thank you.